Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of ISO Boom. It's yours truly, DJ PM. And I'm joined here today by the legendary, the hilarious, so many adjectives to describe this guy, but my dog, Jay Smith. What's up, bro? Coronavirus is real. Thank you for joining us on another episode of ISO Boom. This is season 2, man. Do you know the premise of the show?
I've been watching.
Okay. Bro. Yeah, we're trying to build a little something.
Hey, you got a fan in me. I'm gonna tell you that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
so this episode is all about a time my dog Jay Smith got high. But before we get into that, I have to ask you a question. Okay. Where do cow farts come from?
You got me on that one.
Their derriere.
That's bad. That's bad right there, dog.
I'm a kill him at all the parent teacher conferences this year with that one, baby.
All right, so boom. Let me paint the picture for you, brother.
All right.
I'm in a relationship at the time. We're going through a rocky time.
Okay.
There's a lot going on both sides in our life.
Okay.
And at this point in my life, nothing makes me happier than liquor and wings.
Okay. Sound like my Saturday.
That's where I was at. You know, I don't really mess with meat right now.
Yeah.
But at that point in time, nothing was better than a 10-piece wing combo from Wingstop.
Okay. How'd you get it, though? I'm just curious.
Half lemon pepper, of course. Other half lemon pepper, Louisiana dry rub.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, doctor.
Ranch the only way, of course. Lemon pepper tossed fries.
Oh, man.
Dip it in the ranch. If I'm feeling real fat, I might get the little cheese sauce too.
Add a little something on.
That's when you don't care about yourself at all.
At all.
So
you just made about 1,500 calories.
You know what I'm saying?
In one meal.
And then go to sleep on it and then wonder why you feel worse in the morning. That's where I was at in life. Going through something with my old lady and just life in general. So, you know, I'm going to get high. And I had just graduated from Jackson State.
Okay.
And I ain't smoked in college.
Me neither, actually.
But the day I graduated, I told myself, I'm going on a new journey.
A high journey?
And we gonna be the car.
You was looking for your higher calling.
Yes. Huh? And I found it. Through a lot of trials and errors, which this night was a big error.
Okay.
So I got my wings set up, I got my fries, I got YouTube documentaries playing. I got my incense burning so the smell don't get out. Like that really helped.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So this is what I did. I said, tonight, I'm going to get high. Got a loud pack from my plug. One of the best plugs I ever had in the city, by the way. Shout out to you.
Not going to incriminate you, but shout out to you.
He done changed his life now, you know.
All right.
I got my food. I got my dope. I got my TV. I got my incense burner. I'm good. There's nothing that can happen to set up a better night for myself. So I'm rolling up. And this is when loud was just really getting loud for real. Like, folk was talking about, oh yeah, man, I got that loud. Or what did they call it before loud? Do you remember?
I have no idea. Killer or something like that. That might have been what they called it.
You remember we went through the perk phase.
Correct.
Then we went through the hydro phase.
Correct. Everybody was smoking dro. I used to sell dro.
Then
I did.
I believe it. Then you had hydro, perk. There was this sour diesel thing that swept the city.
I remember that. Because they used to say they wanted Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, all of
sour
that.
Diesel.
Yeah. So I had some sour diesel, but this sour diesel was different.
It was a little extra sour.
Yeah. Now, I know what the problem was now going back in it.
Okay.
It's very important to break it down all the way.
Correct.
You don't want to be just smoking some very concentrated nuggets that have not been grinded down, because now you don't know what the THC level is on this particular nugget.
Right.
I ain't break it down with a grinder. I did it by hand.
With your fingers, yeah.
And I smoked and I lit my incense, and I got so high that I had my first episode with a panic attack. Now everybody talking about mental illness, mental illness, that. We all know about panic attacks and anxiety. I didn't know what that was back then. So I'm like, why does it feel like I'm going to die?
Okay.
I felt something in my heart telling me it ain't gonna keep beating all night, nigga.
Your heart told you?
My heart told me We got probably about another 1,500 pumps. And that's it.
You out of here, bucko.
I'm terrified. So what do? You try to drink some water.
Right.
But what happens when you drink too much water too fast? You get gas if you drink water too fast because you're drinking all the air in it too.
Correct.
Now you got a gas bubble trapped in your chest.
Oh, gosh.
And you don't know if this is a heart attack or you just need to take a little Tums. Right. You don't know what's going on. All this probably could have been solved if I would have just drunk a little bit of Coke. Right. Belched, be like, oh, I'm not dying.
Clear some space.
Yeah. I ain't got no space in my thoracic cavity at all. So at this point now, my heart's telling me I'm gonna die, and my other organs, some kind of way, is talking to me too. They telling me, Jay. No, first I'm gonna tell you what my mind was telling me. My mind is telling me, see, because you've been sinning, you've been doing all this sinning, you've been smoking this dope. You know you're supposed to be in church.
That good old Mississippi mind came out.
That good old Mississippi indoctrination was coming back and it's telling me, now your whole family gonna die because you sinned. Now everybody, your whole family gonna die because of you. I'm like, oh, I'm getting all these terrible thoughts of just, you know what it was? All my worst possible fears in life are coming to me at the same time.
Start rushing you. Yeah, I've been that high before.
You gonna have AIDS? Do you have AIDS already? You know what you've been doing out here? You probably burning right now. Oh no, I ain't. Now I'm thinking about STDs I probably got. Now I'm thinking about diseases I probably got that I ain't never. Oh, your back hurt? That's cancer, nigga. Yeah. You got colon cancer like your granddaddy had at 20. So all these thoughts are coming, and I'm like, ain't really no point in living because at this point I'm just gonna die. Now my organs is talking to me.
Okay.
Oh, it's hard to breathe. It's the lung failure, nigga. This what happens before you die. Your lungs are slowly shutting down. Oh, my kidneys hurt. Your kidneys are failing.
Because you've been drinking.
There is nothing you can tell me at this point that will not tell me that I'm going to die. So all I could do was say my prayers, and I created a whole new covenant with God this night. Yes. I told God.
I want to hear. Yeah, go ahead. I want to hear this covenant.
I said, God, you get me through this.
Oh man, you prayed the high prayer.
I will pray on my knees every night from here on out. If you just get me through this, I know I'm supposed to die right now.
Correct.
There's nothing I can do to stop this. I didn't know what a panic attack was.
Right.
I just think I'm dying. So I try to lay down, and as I slowly go to sleep. It don't feel like going to sleep. It feels like I'm letting go of my life.
Yeah, like your body leaving. I mean, your soul leaving your body.
I feel like my soul is going to the other side, and that's why I feel so relaxed. So I'm waking up. I'm like, no, I can't sleep. Till I go to sleep, I'm going to really die. Then I'll be too comfortable. So I'm scared to go to sleep, but I'm scared to stay awake.
Right.
So I'm pacing back and forth in the house all night just to keep moving. So I'm like, surely I won't just drop dead.
Right.
Surely, I don't know why
if I keep moving, I won't die.
If I keep moving, I won't die. So, full from this food, I got a headache from drinking liquor and drinking, you got meat, carbohydrates, dairy, liquor, all mixed together. I'm tripping.
Yeah, it's a bad combination.
That's where the headache is coming from, young brother. Not from death, but I don't know this at the time.
Correct.
So I try to lay down. I'm a little nervous, and I made this covenant with God, and I said, you know what? I don't know if God hear me. I need to just go ahead and prepare for death because I know I'm not going to wake up in the morning.
You start doubting your prayer?
I'm like, bro, God ain't hear that. God ain't hear a prayer with lemon pepper sauce on it, ranch dressing on it, wine on it.
And weed.
God like, nigga, come on. So... Can I say nigga?
Yeah, of course. You can say nigga, yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll put a warning at the beginning.
Right. So, I have convinced myself that somebody going to find my body in the morning.
Right.
All I can do is probably go to bed without my doors locked so that, it's going to be a few days of people wondering where I am.
You said this to yourself in your mind.
I haven't answered the phone. I'm thinking like, what can I do to make this go as smoothly for my loved ones as possible? I don't want them to know I died of a marijuana overdose, which ain't even possible.
Right.
But I don't want them to know that. So I'm like, well, I need to first of all get rid of all these drugs.
Right.
So I flushed my line.
Oh my God. You flushed the rest of the weed?
Because I knew I wasn't gonna wake up in the
Right.
morning.
And you didn't want that to be discovered.
I cleaned up my whole house so that I didn't look like I was a junkie when they found my body the next couple of days. Hopefully I'm not smelling it. Hopefully ain't nothing but wings and a little smoky residue.
Right.
Bruh. The incense I lit was gone.
You had been high that long.
You don't understand what I'm saying. I put an incense stick in this how I was.
Yeah.
I ain't have no actual incense holder.
Right.
So I stuck the butt of the incense in an old candle.
Okay.
So that I could stick straight up and just dissolve down.
Yeah.
But when I woke up the next morning, I did not see even the stick in the candle.
The whole thing burnt up.
So to my knowledge, at this point, I'm still not sure if I'm just tripping off the weed.
Right.
Did I even light an incense? Was that another day that I'm getting confused? Or did something spiritual happen to a point where the incense disappeared in my house and I had a supernatural experience with that?
Right.
So for years later, I still wasn't sure if this was a spiritual experience or if you was just as high as you have ever been in life. I didn't know. I'm just now kind of figuring maybe I ain't even like the incense. Maybe that's why the incense wasn't there.
Yeah.
Because I ain't like it. Regardless of which, I woke up the next morning with a brand new attitude, a brand new lust for life. And from that day forward, for about 3 or 4 years, I prayed on my knees every night.
I was just about to ask that.
I eventually was like, you know what? God feel me when I'm on my knees in my car.
Yeah.
I should have, my connection's strong enough. I ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? But that night was so strong.
Yeah.
For 3 to 4 years, I prayed on my knees every single night. Even if I was drunk or even if I was fornicating, I could have been over a strange woman of the night house, getting it in.
When you finish, you go get on the knee.
What you doing? I'm like,
hey man, this
me and God talked about this years ago.
You got to fall back, shout until I finish.
So all those girls out there who I snuck into, I ain't gonna say snuck into your window.
Right, all those girls who word that differently because it's Me Too movement to get you.
How about this? All those girls who we consensually made a decision to enjoy each other's bodies, and you saw me doing some strange shit at the end of the bed at night, that's between me and God.
Facts. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, that is hilarious. Second of all, when all else fails, you can pray the high man's prayer, which is, Lord, if you get me through this, I'll never smoke weed again. Or I'll basically trying to bargain with the Lord, which ain't gonna work.
Yeah. I didn't smoke weed for about a year after that.
For real?
I had to ease my way back into it. And for years after that, I had to tell myself, you ain't tripping.
Right.
You're high.
You're high.
And now me and marijuana have made a rekindling. But I also know that it's to be respected.
Correct.
You respect that plant.
And the Be Great group in no way endorses the use of marijuana. By the way, children.
Right. Don't smoke.
Correct.
Don't eat chicken either, because that's just as bad.
Baby, pork. Eat chicken. Don't eat pork.
Hey,
chicken is good.
Watch what you eat.
Yeah, period. Watch it as you put it in your mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of AIGHT. So boom. Once again, thank you, my dog Jay Smith, for joining us. Tell them where they can find you at.
Definitely find me on all social media platforms at Is That Jay Smith. Like you asked me a question. Is that Jay Smith? Yes, it is.
Okay, and you know where to find me at THEEDJPM. And make sure you subscribe, follow my dog on Instagram, follow me on Instagram if you don't, and just check out what we got coming up. AIGHT, so boom.